Hello. So today we're going to be reviewing the Huawei Watch 3 Pro. This is one of the newest watches that Huawei has released, and honestly it looks like a pretty good deal. It does come with the different things, and it was rated the ESA Best Product from 2021 to 2022, and it's the ESA Best Smartwatch Award, so we have to review this, especially coming from Huawei, which is a big company. So we're going to also be comparing this a bit to the Xiaomi and Samsung watch, but mainly we're going to be doing a review on this. So this released on June 11th of 2021, so that's quite recently. It's not like it's super outdated or anything. So yeah, and it does not come with 5G, but you won't really need 5G for a watch. So I think it's overall, I think it's very good. And it said also mentioned that you can take eSIM mobile calls and data through Huawei Meet Time. So that's actually pretty cool. And mentioned the compatible apps, all-day health monitoring, all the sport modes that you can get, online music, and the 5-day typical scenario of smart mode. Okay, Tanish, you want to tell about the dimensions?
Sure. So 48 by 49.6 by 14 millimeters, which in inches is 1.89 by 1.95 by 0.55 inches. It weighs 63 grams, which it seems light, but since we're reviewing a watch, I would say it's moderate to a little bit bulky. And so the build has a glass front, a ceramic back, and it has a titanium frame. So that'll be really strong for the watch. It won't really break that easily because of that titanium frame.
Yeah.
It does have a ceramic back, which is concerning a little, but I mean, it has the titanium
ceramic
frame.
is quite a good material, so I wouldn't be too worried about that either.
And it has a eSIM, so you would have to buy the SIM with it. It's 50-meter water resistant, so it's pretty deep that you can dip the watch in. It's like mainly used for like sports, I guess, that you could use this watch for. And it's compatible with standard 22-millimeter straps, which 22-millimeter straps are pretty common with most of the watches that you have.
And they also on the website they showcase that you can either get like a metallic band or like a more like comfortable band, like a leather kind of band, or you can get one that's like complete metal, and it depends on like what kind of look you want. Okay, so we can see that it does have an AMOLED display, and that's actually pretty good. Basically, all watches now have AMOLED displays for like the good. For basically the display is very good, and it can display like contrast colors as you can see here, and you can make it personalized with the Huawei software. But more going into 1.43 inches for the screen size, and as you can see, it does have a lot of different watch faces that you can use for that screen size that take advantage of this circular display. And I think it's pretty cool, especially considering that a lot of these display a lot of information and look quite nice on the watch. We can also see over here that it does only have a thin bezel but with number marking, so that will be quite useful if you just use it. And it has a 466 by 466 pixels and a 326 pixel per inch density. It does run on Harmony OS 2, which I'll probably come back to later because it does have quite a lot of features that I want to address. But one of the things is it has a good app gallery, and it has like a few software quirks that you can use to be compatible with like a Huawei or Android phone. So, next up is the memory. Dinesh?
There's no external card slot for the memory. There's 16 gigabytes of RAM. 16 gigabytes of storage with 2 gigabytes of RAM. Which, for a watch, I don't really understand why you need that much RAM. So, I guess you have like a lot of extra RAM in your watch, I guess, if you want to download something on it. For the sound, there's a loudspeaker, and there's no headphone jack, which obviously you won't find a headphone jack in a watch that often.
Yeah.
And yeah, so for the battery, it doesn't say how much milliamp the battery is. But it wireless charges at 10 watts, which in phones that's not really a good amount, but since this is a watch, it's decent for its charging.
Also, it says that it does even using the 24/7 health fitness monitoring, you can enjoy at least typical use of around 5 days, but in ultra long battery life mode, you can survive up to 21 days. And it also mentions that like you don't have to like charge it on hours on end, and the reverse charge means like if you have a compatible Huawei phone that also has reverse charging, you can use it with that. So now I'm gonna come back to the software features. It does have like things like 100+ workouts, so if you do exercise a lot, you can take these workouts and make advantage of them, especially if you like go swimming and such. And since it's water resistant, you can go swimming with it, except I wouldn't recommend going too much swimming with it, even if it does have it, because salt water can break the components that are in the smartwatch if it somehow gets in. But yeah, you can go like running with it, all those shouldn't be a problem. You also do get like health tracking, like you can check your BPM. It also has an SpO2 sensor. It has a stress, and you can check your stress levels, you can check your sleep. But it also has an SpO2 sensor so that you can measure your overall blood oxidation levels. You can also send emergency SOS stuff and all the different types of calls and such. You can do through the smartwatch. It also has the 4.5 heart rate monitoring technology. It has 6-in-1 LEDs and 4 photodiodes for more light intake, meaning it'll probably be more accurate when it's reading. It also says that it can measure your temperature. I don't know how it has a skin temperature detector, and yeah, it can check if your skin is like too hot or anything to detect any anomalies, maybe if you're sick or anything. But also, if you connect it to your smartwatch, it also has a 2-second delay, but it can take photos without you having to actually hold the phone. So let's say if you're trying to take like a family gathering photo or something, you can put your phone on a tripod and take the photo, and you actually can view the photo through your smartwatch. So that should be pretty useful. You also can have hand gestures, where if you move your hand, like if you pull it in and you make this hand motion of you kind of like making a fist, it'll like mute your call, or you can take a call and do all those things with like a specific hand gesture, which I think is pretty cool. I don't think a lot of them. It does have its Huawei personal voice assistant called Celia. I don't know how reliable this is, considering that Celia is not like as optimized as like Google Assistant, Siri, or even Bixby. And if it's not as good as Bixby, then I would kind of be concerned. But yeah, I don't know for this one, but if you do have Google Assistant, it probably will be, because most watches are compatible with that nowadays. But if you do want this full Huawei ecosystem, then you can get this one. It's always it has like a pretty good overall, I think, compatibility. It can control like different things, like it can control your TV, you can control your phone, you can control it through like different things like speakers or such, and you can even like take calls and make like an entire Huawei kind of ecosystem if you want to, through this watch and all the other Huawei products that you have. So overall, I think this watch, we can't really give it like a full score, because it doesn't have all the things that smartphones have, especially. But its approximated price is around $369, except not in dollars, so it'll probably be around $400 to $500. And for that price, I would not recommend this one, because for 400 and 500, you're just getting a smartphone. And for that, you can probably just get like a Xiaomi watch or like something. You can even get an Apple Watch, which is probably better than this in a few ways, but this also beats that. But overall, I would recommend, if you're taking a watch, then $100 to $200 is even like it's around the good point for a smartwatch. And even I would not use that much, but yeah, overall I think that's an okay amount, especially considering that Xiaomi now sells their smartwatch, the Xiaomi Mi Watch Revolve Active, which is waterproof up to 5 ATM, which is like this one, except it's more water resistant. Except it also has basically the same display as this one. It has like a proprietary OS with Google services, and it also has a bigger battery. It also has like this SpO2 and all the main features. You lose out probably on the 16 gigabytes of RAM, or like 2 gigabytes of RAM and 16 gigabytes of storage. Except you don't really need that much on a smartwatch. So yeah, I would not recommend spending around $500 on a smartwatch. But it's up to you. This one is probably one of the best in the markets, and basically everything about it is good. You can't really complain about any spec that this doesn't have. So I think this is a good watch.
Yeah, it definitely is a really good watch, but the price is not justified for it.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks for watching. I appreciate you watching this review, and if you have any other, if you want us to review a watch or something else, then leave that below. I did see one comment asking for like the Mi Band. I think the Mi Band, like the newest one, the Mi Band 6. And we may do that review sometime in the future. But let us know if you want to see any other watches, like if you want to see a full review on the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 that they released, or the Xiaomi Mi Watch Revolve Active that they released. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.